found it.
Awesome.
All right. And here we go. Oops.
Awesome. Is it starting?
It says we're 1 minute and 35 in. Oh, wait. We're still unlisted. Edit.
Yep.
And public. Save.
All right. Let's see. Come. Yep, looks like we are.
Woot woot. Current viewers
Popped up.
1.
There you go.
All right. I guess apparently it takes a few minutes for the live chat to start cooking.
Yeah. Look at that. 2 viewers. It's probably just us. Now there's 3.
Ooh. I'm gonna get a hello from the lucky bat.
Ah, yes.
I think I'm gonna
Love a good hello. Wow, look at that. It's a lucky bat.
Woot, woot, woot. Hello, lucky bat. I'm going to be continuing to paint these guys, and I think I'm going to take the shadows a little darker with some ultramarine blue, and then maybe just a little bit of royal purple in the deepest shadows.
One of my favorite sounds.
There we go. And hello from
Look at that.
Ash.
Hope is here. I love it.
Believe it or not, these actually aren't live. I pre-recorded them all last week, and I'm just putting them up one by one. That's true. I planned all your guys' questions and responses.
These live streams? Ah, that. Yep. That makes sense. The only people on the stream are people that
Oh,
we
yeah,
know.
yeah, all of them. I mean, that checks out. We only get like 10 viewers.
I love it.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I'll use that royal purple, and maybe I won't. Maybe I'll use it in an upcoming video where I show how to take care of dropper bottles.
Oh boy, filming that video. Yep, that one's gonna be a good one. This next Wednesday.
David Vaughn. All right, got to catch one live. Yes, good to see you. I'm painting up a salamander.
Oh, Kilgore Void.
Kilgore Void. Yes, definitely make sure to transfer all paints into dropper bottles, for sure.
Yeah, we saw your comments on the video, the one that we just posted today, and that it killed us. Super funny.
Oops.
Amazing.
So right now I'm using a darker blue to add a little bit more contrast between my lights and my darks. But this paint is actually real high pigment. I'm actually having trouble working it down. There we go.
Yeah, that blue looks really sharp.
I love dropper bottles. Dropper bottles are very nice. Nothing against dropper bottles. Some people, I think, take their love of dropper bottles a little too far when they're going to waste some of their time, some of their resources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do this.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing.
There we go.
With this blue.
And what?
With this blue, so I think I'm just gonna work on this guy for a few minutes and just really work on him and see what I need to be doing when it comes to this blue. You're welcome.
Yeah, that sounds really good. You always want a good, easy cough.
Yeah, one of those not long for this world coughs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you've had that since the day you were born.
Yeah. So my dad has it too.
Not super. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm developing it too, just based on all the UV resin that I puff all the time.
Let's see. My goal for these guys is kind of, I want to get a lot done without putting in a lot of effort. So I want to work with very thin colors, glazes. Although I guess I'm gonna have shot myself in the foot because I'm also gonna do a lot of freehanding. But well, maybe that's why, in order to get them done in a timely fashion, I need to cut corners so that I have the time for freehanding. See, it all makes sense. It does. It does. If you don't think about it, it makes sense. Wow. Look at him. Such a little cutie. But not like the Netflix show Cuties.
Very, very cute. Oh my god. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, no, that's fine.
See, a little bit up on this shoulder. Oops. Actually, that'll be fine. I'll cover that up later. Alright, now how to bring back up. How to bring it back up easily. Where's my white ink? Let's get a little experimental. And it's not in there. Alright. Oh, here it is. I'm going to put some white ink and see what that does. In my heart, I like to think that it's going to just brighten up some areas, but something tells me it's just going to paint it white.
Are you going to go just brush it on? Lucky bat. Glad you could be here this time, Nick. I'm also glad to be here this time. We figured it out. Everything's all figured out. We know how to do this now. It takes about 4 times to figure it all out.
At least.
At least.
It's doing something, the white ink.
You are professionals. Yes, we are. Absolutely.
You could say that we work so you can play.
Yeah. Yep.
Hi, I'm Scott the Miniature Maniac, and welcome to...
Yep. We should also have that. And Nick is also here, and then we'll have, and Scott is also here. Both of those. Ah, guess you figured it out in the nick of time. Wow. Great.
I get it. I don't get it. Please explain.
I get it because my name's Nick.
Oh.
I'm Nick. Yeah.
Oops. It's flowing into some places I didn't want it to flow. It's disobeying me. Ink is not like paint. It's very interesting. It's a little bit more opaque. It's a little bit... It has no body to it. A paint usually has a medium in it that kind of gives it some thickness, and ink does not. And it's kind of fun to work with. It's a little bit like working with a really, really, really thin acrylic, but there's a lot more pigment than a thin acrylic. Trying to bring out some of the armor pieces. If anyone's wondering what I'm painting, it's a ninja salamander. Because why not? You know, why wouldn't why wouldn't a salamander be a ninja?
It's very true. Oh, did you write that yourself? It's a bop and hit.
What colors am I thinking for the headband? That is an excellent question. I think probably a reddish brown, and then a metal for the actual kind of armored headpiece. And I'm using this white ink to try to brighten up some areas that are maybe a little too dark at the moment. See, I have his belly is nice and dark and saturated, and then his top is kind of a little lighter with the brightest point right at the small of his back. So for the headband, probably a reddish brown. Is that what it is in Naruto? No, I think in Naruto it's a black band, right? I haven't seen Naruto since I was 15, so I'm not that up on it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It was blue. It might have been blue. That sounds right now that you said it out loud. In text.
In text. In text out loud.
Yeah, now that you say it, that sounds right. What am I reaching for? A lighter blue.
The stars. That was close.
Looks like a lick tongue and a nar. Is a lick tongue a Pokemon? It sounds like a Pokemon. I know so little about Pokemon.
Yeah, that's for some reason just skipped you completely.
Well, because I never had games. I never had the games. I didn't watch the show. I just smacked the camera, so you guys are going to be seeing that in a couple seconds.
I can't wait. Super excited about that. Ah, there it is. Yeah. I had the games, but I didn't watch the show.
Mm. The
And I remember,
the games look like no
hmm,
fun at all to me. I mean, the combat system is nothing. Like it's not.
hmm,
You're not actually fighting.
yeah.
You hit a button and then it just calculates
It it
stats.
it it felt like it when you
Mm.
were 5 and
Mm-hmm.
6. I don't know. Because there's like a little story in your head about
Mm.
what you're doing, and there's a story in the game. So, it's an
Mm.
RPG. Because I remember I would go over to one of my friend's houses, and he had like all the hacks for
Ah.
it. So I remember I had Fire Red for the Game Boy Advance, and he hacked it so I could have like all the Pokemon
Mm.
in the game, and it made it a lot less fun because there
Mm-hmm.
was no point anymore. Just fighting each other with all the best everything.
One thing I never quite understood. So what is an RPG? Because RPG stands for role playing game, right? So, but that
Uh-huh.
just means you're playing a role, not that you have choices, right? Like, is Fallout a role playing game, or is it an action
Um,
game,
I think
or is it
I think it's an
action
action
RPG?
RPG. Yeah, I'm not sure though, as I've never
Hmm.
played Fallout.
God, Fallout's fun.
I think I've seen you.
You just get lost in the story, and you wander from place to place, looking at all the neat stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then you shoot a super mutant in the face with your laser gun that
Mm-hmm.
you stole. In that game, you could steal, and the way you stealed was if you were crouching, you could look inside people's pockets, and if they had something good, you could just take it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how real life
Yep,
works.
yeah, you just crawl along the floor, and if you crawl along the floor, you can see
Yeah, I mean
into
that's
people's pockets.
yeah, I mean that's why you don't have your wallet right now. I took it. Uh, yeah, you know what? I never actually thought about that. So, um, I had a bunch of the Pokemon games, and they were all exactly the
Mm-hmm.
same. Because I had all of them like for the Game Boy, and I don't know why. Because every single one was the same game. It was like different settings,
Were they
kind
different
of,
Pokemon?
but um, I think
Hmm.
so. Some of them, at least. I don't. There was like different starters for sure, and I don't know why I had a bunch of them. I mean, I played them, but I never finished any of them like legit. I would always
Hmm.
cheat since good old Game Genie. You might as well.
Yeah, I never had a game system in my life. No,
Hmm.
no Game Boy. No, or actually, no, that's not true. I had a Wii. I had a Wii.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's a game
Hmm.
console.
I
It's a
had
real game
one
console.
game, which was Wii Sports.
Did you have Wii Sports
I think
Resort?
so.
Ooh,
The best game was the one where you
love a
could
bit of Wii Sports Resort.
you could fly an airplane, and the way you do it is just you just hold the remote
Mm,
like a paper airplane. That was the greatest thing.
mm. Yeah. I my cousins, they're only good at bowling, the Wii
Mm.
bowling, and then so they're good at like regular Wii bowling and 100 pin Wii bowling, and they can get like 300 games every time.
Wow.
Like they figured it out. It's weird. It's like all muscle memory. It's like, is it even fun anymore at this point? Like it's not even a game. I love Kilgore Void. Nick, they're not the same. They're different colors.
Ah, yes, of
Jeez.
course. 3 or 4. Kilgore Void, are
Yeah.
you talking about 3 or 4, the 3 and 4 Pokemon games or the 3 and 4 Fallout games? Because I've only ever played New Vegas.
Mm. Throwing the bowling ball behind you in Wii bowling is the best. Ah.
All right. Well, I'm a little bit conflicted on what to do
Killer white.
with this guy, because I really like the effect that's going. But I don't know. Should I pick out these little squares or something? I think I'm gonna hold off and I'm gonna paint these little pieces of rope and see if that adds enough interest.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, maybe today we'll get nuts and we'll break out a color that's not blue.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
want to get you guys too excited. I know it's getting late. You got to go to bed soon. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already took off my
Don't want
pants,
to
so
get
I'm
them all
ready to
riled
go.
up. Fallout. New Vegas is life. It's such a good game. Hopefully, I'll get to play it one of these days. My current version of Apple OS no longer supports games because Steve Jobs thought games were stupid.
From the grave.
Well, I think in his life he also thought games were dumb, and so.
Except unless they were making him money, then that's fine.
That's true. Steve Jobs knew how to turn a profit.
Yeah, that is very true. Late, only 7:20 for me in Reno.
Reno, Nevada?
Yeah. Probably. It's 9 here, but my bedtime is 8:30. So I'm being a little naughty. My mom, don't tell my mommy, please.
Do you know what's a darn good TV show?
She won't like
Reno 911. It's really good. I want to watch it, but I don't know where it's available. I put some actual white paint on my palette to see if that's going to work a little differently than the ink.
He's Nevada, and he's also a night shifter.
I'm using white to make it look like these panels are a little bit glossy and hitting the sun. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an edge highlights on the top, and then I'm going to put a shadow edge on the bottom. Because right now they're looking a little messy.
Is that the only one that has?
Yeah, they all
like
have
that?
a different look. This one's got kind of rectangle armor. This guy's got pieces of armor. This guy is just wearing a shirt. This guy, he's just wearing a tank top. And then this guy is not wearing a shirt, but is wearing a coat.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. I'm trying to work on a gradient on this fan. And so I'm doing a little...
Do you know what you want a freehand on there yet?
Probably like a cherry blossom tree. It's got to be something that'll take up a lot of room, but also have a lot of negative space to show off the colors underneath. And something that looks appropriate on a big fan.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is his #1 fan.
OnlyFans? Yeah.
By the way, Eons of Battle OnlyFans coming soon.
Yep. Yep. have an extra angle, and for that live stream, if you know what I mean.
There's 2 iPhones hooked up to the computer.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Goobertown Hobbies.
Oh my god!
Look at that. Well, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness, it's Goober!
That's amazing.
That's incredible. Hi. I love your videos.
Yes,
I watch
they're
them
amazing.
as soon as they come out. That's super fun.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Well, how's it going, Goober?
That's really
yes,
cool.
we love a good basing video. It's our claim to fame.
Yeah.
And we're constantly doing more basing videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a bunch in the can. Well, is that a good thing? Not the trash can, the good can.
Yes.
A gold can?
So Goober, when are you gonna start live streaming?
Yes, there will.
Seems like everyone's hopping on it now.
Yeah. Yes, and there will be more news on the OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm. The not safe for work versions. We're working on Cobra with those.
Yeah. The ones without.
We got a commission going.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Have to move. It's a pain in the butt how often we have to move our cameras. It's like every 5 minutes, every day, the cameras are moving everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
My laptop is filming me, and then my phone is filming the newts.
Yeah. And for the videos, we've just thrown in a new camera into the mix. So we had 2 cameras just so that we could both be shooting photos and everything, and now we have another camera. So we're gonna throw that in there too.
Sometimes we just like to play tricks on the cameras, and we make them film each other.
Yeah, that's a good one. They don't see it coming.
Mm-hmm. How long till the Eons of Battle podcast? Eons of podcast. I mean, this is kind of that for right now, but we're definitely looking into it.
Yeah.
But, you know, if there was a podcast, it'd pretty much be this. We would probably come up with topics.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we've been exploring that one. Yeah, we're waiting for Spotify to buy us out for $100.
yeah.
That's really what we're trying to do. Yeah.
He's so cute. This little salamander.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a little bit more of the blue finished. I love this guy. His clothing has lots of folds. So I'm going to be trying to kind of pin shade all the folds. And then kind of adding in, like kind of forcing some folds like under this arm, around a leg, that I'm going to have to touch up because I've gotten lots of blue paint on it. Is this a gi? Did somebody good at martial arts?
Oh.
Is this guy wearing a gi?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know anything about martial arts.
Goobertown Cobra Mode was actually on our Monday stream, watching us paint the little salamanders. It was super fun to have them.
Yeah.
These models are absolutely fantastic. They have so much character.
Yes.
Each one is unique. They have a different weapon. They have a different clothing. They each kind of have a different face too. Like this one's kind of got more of like a an aquatic salamander face. It's got whiskers and little gills, and then some of the other ones are a little bit more frog-like on the salamander to frog scale. The salamander to frog flowchart.
Yeah, and that's what they said too. Is they looked at newts, they looked at frogs. They're all kind of somewhere in between. Yeah, these Cobra Mode Minis are super cool.
I think this is a gi because I went with a friend of mine way back when we were probably 8 to their karate lesson, and they all had to wear these kind of white, culty costumes.
Yeah.
It is a little odd that there's a uniform for martial arts.
Well, it's all about discipline.
I guess. I mean, I did boxing for years, and we just wore T-shirts.
Like,
but you know what? We wore T-shirts because we were indisciplined.
Kind of discipline. Yeah.
We would just hit stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick, did you do any social activities when you were young? Soccer, anything?
Oh, I did soccer, and I also did bowling, because my parents owned a bowling alley. So I did those things. I did bowling. I probably did bowling for, I don't know, I must have done it for like 5 years until they sold the bowling alley, which was they sold it right before 2008, which is prime move right there.
Amazon Prime move.
Good idea to sell stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I played soccer. I hated going to soccer every single time. And I did not want to go. And then the season ended, and I was so relieved. So I'm like, that's not for me.
It'd be really funny if your team was just rocking it, and so you had to go to like Super State and take part in all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're just trying to lose.
I was the star player.
You're the star player, but you're trying to lose. And every time you try to lose harder, and it just makes the team even more successful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Let's just pretend like that's what it was.
In some of these areas, I'm kind of inventing shadows, and then I'm going to fix it in post. I'm going to have Nick CGI better painting on top. That's actually the secret to all of our videos. I've never painted anything in my life.
Yeah. Even the live stream is CGI.
Joey Flores.
We have hundreds of supercomputers.
Most sports I've seen always have a uniform of sorts. Can't define. Well, boxing does not have a uniform. Boxing, I guess the uniform is a t-shirt and sweating.
Does professional boxing have it?
I guess little shorts.
Oh.
But I don't know. People wear different stuff. I think
I'd wear the shortest of shorts.
Give you an edge, lower wind resistance.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. These guys are coming along nicely. Can't wait to be painting with a different color.
You're all blued. Do you have the blues?
I do
right
have
now?
the blues. If I don't get the blues finished, I'm gonna have to work on it tomorrow and play some Big Cat Calloway. There's some another blues artist.
Joey Flores actually wrestling the WWE stuff. That's basically free for all there.
Pretty much.
That is true.
Ooh, look at how hot the pink is under this guy.
Hmm.
That is sharp. Just like his size.
Ah,
I know the name because of
I get
Teenage
it.
Mutant Ninja Turtles. One of them carried those. One of the four
Mm.
identical turtles.
Do you know all their
Well, they
names?
were the painters, right? So, like Donatello,
Yeah.
Raphael, Michelangelo, and uh, which one am I missing?
I have no idea.
Chat,
Someone will tell
chat. Which
us.
one am I missing? Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and
I love
uh,
this.
Leonardo. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Duh.
I love everyone's calling you.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it so much.
They should make a black and white comic book for Ninja Turtles that's really confusing.
Uh,
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Yes, Da Vinci. I never really watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Or read the comic books. Or got the toys. I was always
Yeah.
a Star Wars person.
Yeah, I was never into it either.
Speaking of Star Wars, how great are the new movies, right? Someone's gonna hate that.
Oh yeah. We need to get the
We
consensus on
do.
that.
Everybody, let
The
me
new
know
movies.
exactly what you thought of the new Star Wars movies. The seven, seven, Rogue One, 8, Solo, 9.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Salamanders, Teenage Mutant Ninja Salamanders. Salamanders with wet skin.
Salamanders with wet skin.
I think if they dry out, they die.
Yeah, probably. I mean, same thing with people, right?
That's kind of true, but salamanders are like one drop of water.
Uh-huh.
Is everyone staying quiet? They don't want to talk politics tonight, which is what Star Wars is.
Yeah.
I'll just say
Or maybe they're furiously typing their responses.
yes, yes. I love each and every Star Wars movie in their own unique way. I love the
Hmm.
originals. I love the prequels, and I really really like the new trilogy too.
Hmm. Yeah. Remember watching. We watched all the Star
Yes.
Wars, and then we saw seven in theaters. And how insane
Ah,
that was!
7. I
Because we
still
watched them in release
yes,
orders.
which means we had a lot of fun for the first 3, and then no fun at all for the prequels.
Yeah.
I liked Solo and Rogue One for exploring the galaxy and going outside the Skywalker story. Shame neither director got to truly share the stories they wanted to always. They wanted to. Yeah, I Rogue One and Solo. I think are awesome.
Yeah, they're great.
Thank you, Max Brandt. I'm enjoying my little salamanders. I think of the new movies. I think Episode 7 is a masterpiece. I think Episode 7 is one of the
Yeah,
best Star Wars
it's
movies that's
really
ever been
great.
made. And 8 and 9 are fine.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen 9 recently?
No, I've never seen it since we saw it in theaters.
Oh
And
my
I
gosh.
don't have Disney.
Yeah, we should.
We should. I'll have to restart my Disney Plus.
Uh,
Well, we also have to watch Mulan because I heard
oh
everyone loves
gosh.
it. Everyone hates
Yeah.
every movie nowadays,
That's
but I
mhm.
do think Episode 7 was a masterpiece, and then Episode 8 and 9 exist too.
And they are also
Nine
here,
is nine is a lot.
just like
I
me.
eight the first time I saw Episode 8 in theaters, I was disappointed. I've grown to love it. There's some stuff in that movie I really really like, but there's a lot of stuff in that movie I also really really don't like. So it's very middling for me.
Mm.
And 9 I really enjoyed in
Mhm.
theaters. But when I think about what was actually happening in the movie, I'm confused. And there
Mhm.
was some lame stuff, like when Chewbacca died for one scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
But overall, I mean, it'd be really hard to make a Star Wars I don't like. It would be almost impossible. I've seen everything Star Wars. I've read a lot of the Star Wars.
You breathe it.
I breathe Star Wars. I mean, if there's pew
Mhm.
pews and lightsabers, I'm 50% of the way there to loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sad about Finn too. I liked him, but he doesn't
Uh,
do much after 7.
no.
He doesn't do anything after 7.
Remember remember when he was in his bubble suit
Yeah,
because they
one
saved
hour
him?
after getting sliced straight up the back, straight through every one of his spines, he's fine.
Mhm.
I have seen Joey Flores. I have seen both the animated Star Wars shows, the 2003 Cartoon Network show and the 3D animated Clone Wars, and I think they're both the best Star Wars. I think both of those shows are the best Star Wars has ever been and will ever will be.
Wow.
Finn friend zoned that one girl. Yeah, Finn gets a lot of girls. Because at first he's chasing after Rey, which was great, and then
Hmm.
Rose kind of likes him, but he doesn't like Rose, and then they stopped having her in Star Wars movies, and then he gets that other girl at like the hour and 45-minute mark in Episode 9. He meets the other girl
Yeah.
who has escaped from the Empire.
Yeah. It's absolutely odd
Hmm.
what they did with him.
But still, I mean, I don't know. They're not the greatest movies ever made, the new ones, except 7. But I don't know. I'm not gonna say no to new Star Wars.
Hmm.
I mean, what's the I would not prefer no Star Wars to less than. And we
Hmm.
got a lot of awesome Star Wars. We got Rogue One, Han Solo, The Mandalorian, Clone Wars season 7. I mean, it's not like we're starved for good Star Wars right now.
Yeah.
A lot of good comic books. Mandalorian season 2 looks great. I watched the first half of the trailer and then just I'm gonna watch it, so I'm just not gonna watch the rest of the trailer.
Hmm. When
I
does it
don't
come
know,
out?
soonish or later-ish. Those are the two options. Joey Flores, the prequels are real bad, but I love them. I love them so much. Like I love every spaceship. I love every costume. Um, I love every lightsaber fight, but holy moly, are
Mm.
they just the worst? They make each one makes less and less sense. to the point where Darth Vader turns evil because he was tricked by a guy with a monster face.
Mm-hmm.
I think Red Letter Media YouTube channel. I think they said it best when he kneeled before Monster Mash and prayed his allegiance to the Graveyard Smash. That's how Darth Vader, or that's how Anakin Skywalker turned into Darth Vader. Need to rehydrate my wet palette with some water from my wash bottle.
I remember watching.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the first prequel, and we didn't get through it. Like we've seen it a bunch of times.
Yeah, we were having a boring night, and we decided, let's watch a movie. Let's watch episode 1. We'll have a good laugh. We put it on. Crickets. It's so bad.
Yeah,
we almost made it to the pod racers. I think that's how far we got. So we're like right to the middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Goober Town. Yeah. Red Letter Media is by far my favorite content creator. I think I've seen everything they've ever done. I used to watch their Let's Play channel, or it's not a Let's Play channel. It was a Twitch stream where they would play games, but mostly just talk about beer and movies. While one of them plays Legend of Zelda. Yeah, man, it's so sad that like Darth Vader is so cool, and then he became Darth Vader and murdered a room full of children because someone told him to, so that he could save Padme. Excuse me. Which nothing wrong with Padme, except for that she's really boring. But like, you know, you live in a space world. I don't think you have to be that worried. But, oh, George.
Oh my gosh. So Goobertown Hobbies. My proudest moment is being an extra in
Oh
Space
my
Cop.
God. That's
insane.
awesome. Goober, are you in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Yes, Joey Flores. Yeah, I like their humor. You kind of have to. I don't know. You kind of have to have thick skin if they're talking about a movie you like a lot. But back then, you lived in Madison, Wisconsin. Interesting. Nick and I used to live in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Never ran into those 4 frauds though.
Nah. we were on the lookout. You remember we went to that one hardware store?
Yes, I swear.
And you were
I swear that's the hobby store.
Pretty sure it was.
Yeah,
in
I
that
swear
video.
they filmed Feeding Frenzy there. But yeah, but you know, sometimes I watch Red Letter Media and it makes me sad when they dunk on a movie I really like. But you know what? I have bad taste, so that's just gonna happen. I think I've gotten some extra shadows and highlights on all of these guys. So, is it time? No, I'll work on this fan a little. It needs a little TLC. Just like the television channel.
Yeah. A lot of learning happens there.
Oops. That probably could have been a little cleaner, but I can fix it.
Could we? Couldn't we all be a little
Mhm.
cleaner?
Well, not me. I had a shower weeks ago.
I know. Oh, I know. Could tell today. I mean, you really only need to shower, I don't know, once every 6
Yeah.
months. Yeah. Don't waste
Mhm.
water.
All right. I think I've only got a little bit of time left. I think I'm just gonna work on this guy, on his jacket. I got the grays on there. It's gonna be a black coat with red trim and then a red lining. So I think I'm gonna work on darkening it. And you know what? Since I'm doing plenty of experimenting, I'm gonna use black ink. Let's see how this goes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
You gotta find content somewhere.
That is what's fun about these. But that's what's exciting about painting something like not Warhammer
Yeah.
too. It's like a different, and you're painting it like a different style compared to what you
And I'm
normally
gonna
do.
switch to a Rosemary and Co. #2, which is nice and fat with a big tip.
Nice and thick.
Oh yeah. Oh god. There we go. Alright, this is going fine. It's just kind of darkening, which is very nice. So hopefully I can control it and then get some areas a little lighter, some areas a little darker, so that it looks like, you know, cloth. Isn't that the dream, to paint cloth that actually looks like cloth?
It really is.
I got black ink on his tail. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, Joey Flores, that was my thought exactly. I think I'm going to be doing either like a cherry blossom or a bonsai tree or something. Unless that's insensitive. I don't know, maybe I'll have to double check, but I'll think of something fun. Yeah. Somehow, I don't see all of these guys being completely finished by Friday. But you know what? They will be more painted than they were at the beginning of the week.
That is very true. Well, I mean, you are discovering as you go. I don't know if I've seen a fan painted one, or one of the salamanders painted with the fan. I've seen a few of the other ones. I don't know, maybe I haven't looked hard enough.
I don't believe I've seen the fan one painted up.
Yeah.
Cobra showed off a great one that was the salamander breathing fire, which is one I don't own.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I'm going through Cobra's Instagram fan paints. Yes, there is one. There is one with the fan. Yep, cherry blossoms.
Snark Dumb. I got the exact model you're painting right now sitting in front of me, primed and ready to go. Hopefully I'll get some paint on it soon. Well, I hope you get some paint on it soon. And please tag us so that we can take a look at it, because I would love to see... I would love to see that.
Yes.
And tag Cobra too.
Yes.
Cobra
Yeah, they're
Mode.
super great. Super nice.
Because Cobra is super cool. And very good at sculpting amphibians.
Mm-hmm.
The dream.
The dream. One day we both will be able to do that.
You guys, if a little peek behind the curtain today, about an hour ago, I called Nick, being like, Nick, my computer won't charge. What are we gonna do? We're supposed to be streaming.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so it turns out,
Yeah.
we made plans to meet back up to stream, and then it turns out I had just blown a circuit, and so I wasn't getting any wall power. But when people wonder why things take so long, it's mostly user error.
Yep. Were you like looking up like different power supplies for your laptop?
I'm like, if I order this, right now, will I get it
fastest?
tomorrow? Or do I need to go to the Apple store?
Yeah. Yeah. That was hilarious.
But it all worked out in the
Yeah,
end.
because I was just there.
Yeah, we filmed all morning and all afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops. I wasn't exactly on camera, but, it's fine. Everything's fine. Alright. It looks a bit sloppy, because it is. But, so the areas that are black are going to remain black, and then see this gray peeking out here and there is going to get highlighted, is going to get a transition, and then it's probably going to get a highlight spot. So kind of up here on the shoulder, right here the swish of his cloak, here kind of an up swish, because you got the hand kind of, it's going up, and then this one is going up, and then this is going up, and then his tail's going up. There's kind of like a movement to the model that I want to keep.
Someone went to art school.
Didn't learn that there, but I learned some other stuff. Or so they tell me.
That's what the piece of paper says.
All right, gang, we're going to be wrapping up in about 5 minutes, so if anyone wants to throw anything in chat, do it now, or, I don't know, wait till tomorrow. Or just keep it to yourself.
Ooh. You got him.
Aw, thanks, Goober. It was really fun you popping in stream.
Yes. Yep. Super
Would not have
awesome.
guessed it. But we're glad to have you. Love your videos.
Yeah. We were like just talking. Yeah, we were just talking about the videos today, which is hilarious.
Gonna paint any Star Wars Legion? I would sure like to, but I don't know. I feel like I own enough games that I don't play. But you know what? Well, I could probably pick up one more. Star Wars Legion looks so awesome.
Yeah, right.
And I wasn't quite sold on the original Imperial and Rebels. I love the Empire, I love the Rebels, but if I'm gonna have a game with no one to play it with, I at least want to love the models. And now they've come out with the droids. I think every day is a struggle to not purchase a droid army.
Oh my gosh.
The droids
That's
are
pretty cool.
So cool. And the clones are cool too, but the droids. I mean, the droids are where it's at. But there are so many there are so many Star Wars things on the shelf. Get more. That's very true. There is some very Star Wars things. You guys want to see something real cool? Trigger warning, because this is a gun. Uh-oh. Alright, that's broken. I got Han Solo's blaster. Or at least an accurate replica of it. Pew pew. So, I'm sure one of these days I'll get into Star Wars Legion, because I do feel it is my destiny.
Yeah.
But
yes.
But not right now. I still have Indominus on the way. I don't need to buy more things.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get here one of these years.
Yeah.
One of these years.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it'll happen this year? Do you think it'll be like a Christmas delivery, like Santa?
Yeah,
will, like,
I think
bring it
Santa is
you?
going to bring me my copy of Indominus that I paid for.
Yeah. Well, you know, the mail's so messed up, so we're sending it through Santa.
My Indominus is going to get here at the same time my vote gets to the voting polls. Yep.
So, like, next year?
Alright, I'm going to call that done. So I don't know if you guys are planning on watching tomorrow, but I think what I might do, I might do a little off-camera work, just cleaning up any areas where I accidentally got a little paint on their skin. But other than that, everything you guys see tomorrow is just going to be the continuation of where I left off. So, I don't know. Good night, everybody.
Awesome. Yeah. And we had a video out today, so if you haven't seen
the
video,
watch the
check
video.
it out.
Turn off your ad blocker, and then click on the ad. If there's an ad, click on the link a couple of times. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. It's been great.